The internet is also full of
Yeah.
tips on how to help children cope with their parents' divorce. While that is important, I no doubt about that. That's important. I'm afraid that what is forgotten is that the damage is already done. Meaning that by the time the parents actually begin the process of divorce, there
Yes.
has been a number of years, as many
Right.
as 6 years of
Right.
conflict between the parents, and the children are usually either witness of the conflicts or even caught in the crossfire.
Yes.
And there is also this thing about sometimes parents use the children as messengers
Yes.
to pass
Absolutely.
messages to the spouse.
Absolutely.
Can you talk a bit about how does that affect the children?
In my practice, mm, if we expand the word divorce a little bit more widely, all right, then we can bring it down. When we think about divorce, we naturally think about legal divorce, meaning you sign on the dotted line, your marital status change. That's what people think about divorce and separation. But sometimes divorce already take place in the family long before signing on the dotted line. What kind of divorce can there be? It can be an emotional divorce. Have you? I mean, I'm sure out there we hear this phrase. We are like two strangers living under the same roof, like roommates. Now, is that not a divorce? Though legally they are married, yes, there's a divorce. Right? Emotional divorce. Sometimes there could be a sexual divorce, meaning I go about doing my stuff. We relate on logistical stuff around children, but yet the emotional divorce is there, but also the sexual divorce, meaning there's no more physical intimacy. Sometimes there could also be a financial divorce. The financial divorce, the idea about financial divorce is that when a couple come together, we sometimes I do pre-marriage counseling, right? How do you have your own personal account, but you also have your joint account together, isn't it? Yeah, and I think there's a good value to not that not seeing the tune that uh, my money is my money and your money is my money. Not seeing that tune, but I reckon it convey that is a financial. It's not just a dollar and cent, but it conveys that we have vision together. We have goal together. We have purpose together. Finance money has that meaning to that. But then when your finance is separate, the financial divorce. Now, so the divorce can take place at all these different levels long before the what you call the legal divorce. And therefore, Watson, you make a accurate comment that oftentimes before the legal divorce, uh, people don't just wake up and then they sign on the dotted line, right? They deliberate it, they fight over it, they go through it for years. Sometimes I work with couple and their children are adult children already, and they are still talking about divorce. Can you imagine that? Now, what is your children subjected to? Can you imagine the kind of exposure to the tension, the conflict within the family? Think about if the child is just a preschooler or primary school going children, right? What's your sense of emotional resilience, right? Having to deal with all this. Now, when they go into teenager with their own developmental needs, right? Uh, you know, uh, Thinking about issue about their identity in life, thinking about their intimate partner, right? Teenager like that, right? The hormone rage, you're attracted to romantic partner, idea about romance. But yet, think about that. If the first model of intimacy is your parents, then what idea do you get, right? For teenager, right? And then you go into adult, the adult life, working adult, and your parents are still fighting and stuff like that. And I do work with some adult, who are so emotionally still distraught, even currently, I can't mention my case detail, so distraught with their intact marriage of their parents, but yet, wow, the fight and the agony.
Mm.
They are
Yeah,
still
it's a
living the
long-lasting
difficulty.
impact.
It's long-lasting impact like this. Yeah,
Mm.
and I guess what I want to suggest here is that don't just look at divorce and separation in terms of legal aspect. Look at the emotional divorce that has taken place. Look at the sexual divorce. Look at the financial divorce. Look at the different aspect of divorce in a broader sense of the word divorce.